So we've talked about how to create a laundry list of stakeholders that included all of your constituents. Now let's dig in and really look at getting specific with certain stakeholders. And this is about focusing on your customers and if need be, perhaps your employees. And for the sake of this exercise, we're not interested in the institutional stakeholders, such as regulators or the media, maybe academia. The primary goal of this next step, of step 2 in the messaging matrix, is to humanise your buyers. In other words, to turn them into personas. And oftentimes we'll get asked, is this step really necessary? Because yes, you have to be rigorous and it can be time consuming, but I would absolutely recommend that you do not avoid this step, and here's why. By understanding your customers' primary pain points, the shared pain points that you can find commonalities in, you're going to craft way more relevant messages. And by discovering their goals, their wishes, their dreams, their to-do list, you're going to find an appropriate tone of voice. By analysing the demographic, you're going to allocate your resources when it comes to planning far more effectively. You know what, this exercise is actually really fun and there's loads of ways of doing it, but arguably the most straightforward version is going to be a persona development template. You're going to look at the different segments of your customer base. You're going to try and identify common behaviour patterns. You're 9 times out of 10 going to have multiple buyer personas. You could have as little as 1, you may have as many as 5. Don't limit yourself to any particular number, but choose quality over quantity. So just to reiterate, the road to having really highly effective messaging is going to be through creating these semi-fictional personas. It's about humanising your buyer segment, and it might be about categorising your employees. It is not about institutional stakeholders or the media. And it's really about identifying questions, which is going to enable you to develop really specific pain point orientated messaging for your key stakeholder constituents.